Heavy industries use rubber hose in their day-to-day operations. From removing water or waste to supplying machines in the factory with air or raw materials. These versatile pipes, big or small, supply the lifeblood to keep the machines running. This factory makes low and medium pressure rubber hoses. The hose's intended use determines the rubber composition. It also determines the colour, because industrial hoses are often colour-coded. The rubber arrives at the factory from the supplier in rough strips. The first step is to run it through a mill. The rollers heat the rubber, softening and smoothing it to an even texture. The next machine cuts the rubber in strips to the precise width and thickness required for the size of hose they're going to construct. Workers lubricate a steel mandrel that's the exact size of the hose's bore. As the mandrel spins, a rubber strip is wrapped around it. It's measured and layered if necessary, building it to the required thickness. Next, reinforcement layers are added. This strip is made of a high-strength synthetic fabric that's been coated in rubber. It's designed to withstand the pressure to which the hose will be subjected. The last layer of rubber forms the hose's outer covering. After verifying the final diameter is correct, workers wrap the entire hose construction tightly in wet nylon tape. The tape will later shrink and compress all the materials together. This factory also makes hoses with a built-in attachment on the end. They position it on the mandrel, then glue the first layer of rubber to it. Then workers reinforce the bond with special textile strips and tightly wound high-strength carbon steel wire. The wire continues down the body of the hose at a specific angle designed to withstand vacuum pressure. Then it's all wrapped in a soft, stretchy rubber strip that fills the gaps between the wires. Next comes a layer of high-strength rubber-coated fabric. Then finally, the exterior colour-coded covering. The hose is pressure-wrapped again with wet nylon tape. Then, to make the hose more flexible, corrugations are created by wrapping it tightly in rope. What's under the rope compacts, creating a dip. Another layer of nylon tape is added to hold the rope in place. When construction is finished, the hoses on their respective mandrels go into an autoclave, a cylindrical chamber into which hot steam is fed at high pressure. This vulcanization process triggers a chemical reaction that cures the rubber, making it elastic. Once the hoses come out and cool, workers remove the shrunk tape. The layers are solidly compressed. The nylon tape is washed, then rewound and reused. Now workers begin the process of removing the hose from the mandrel. They tie one end with a rope to create pressure, then gently pump water between the mandrel and rubber. The lubricant they applied earlier has prevented the rubber from sticking to the steel, so the hose separates easily. Workers simply slide it off the mandrel, trim the ends, cut the hose to the length the customer ordered, then coil and package the hose. This factory makes a wide range of industrial rubber hose in different outside diameters, bore size and varying degrees of flexibility. Some hoses have specialty features, such as heat-resistant fabrics incorporated right into the rubber layers. A hose for every job conceivable.